a flight carrying about 130 to 200
Yeah, 153
Palestinians,
precisely.
153 Palestinians, refugees, and they were dumped into South Africa. And the president of South Africa, Ramaphosa, had the goodwill to let them in, even though he didn't have to, because South Africa cares about Palestinians, whether the rest of the world does or doesn't. The problem here, though, is that this plays into the hand of Israel, because what's happening is that airplane that brought them in is owned by a Jewish businessman in Serbia who has a company that's charging Palestinian people who are getting killed, seeing their family die, charging them 2,000 to get out of the hellhole and to be shipped elsewhere. They've shipped them to Palestine, I'm not to Palestine, to Pakistan, and they shipped them into South Africa illegally without telling the government. But within South Africa, someone is collecting money for this because I can't remember the name of it, but there's a South African NGO is in Cape Town. And the first time this happened in October, the government didn't know about it. They came in and these people took them in. Second time in, these people said when they were at the airport, "Oh, don't worry, we'll take them in." And these are the same people who took in people in October before the government knew about it. And they said they tried to let the government know about it. So clearly, this is an NGO that's getting paid probably to take care of these Palestinians. But the problem here is that once again, this is giving Israel the justification to continue killing Palestinians. Because what will happen is the refugees will be desperate and they'll say, "We want to leave," and then they'll leave so that the land can be cleared, so that Trump and Israel can build luxury things in Gaza and can move in Israeli people into Palestine. So, in other words, they're using South Africa, they're using the rest of the world to take these people so that these people can leave. Because what they want to do is make sure that there's no more Palestinians in Palestine. So this is ethnic cleansing through a company that if your family is dying and getting killed somewhere, the people killing you want to take your land. So they say, "Oh, we'll fly you. Give us money. We'll fly you out. Then we won't kill you." So the thing is that it's good for Ramaphosa to help these guys, but also we don't want Africa or the rest of the world to become a way of sending those people out of their own country, which they should be able to stay in, so that Israel can take it. It's a strategy by Israel and America. What are your thoughts?
And I like the phrase you use, ethnic cleansing, because this was what was used to describe the butcher of Belgrade, Slobodan Milosevic. And
Yeah,
yeah, in Eastern Europe that time. And it appears that the genocidal actions of Israel is creating problems for countries around the world. I mean, this is appalling. No, the fear that this flight is a part, there's a deliberate effort to remove Palestinians from Gaza or the West Bank permanently. And this has that written all over it. There are signs that it appears some organizers may have taken advantage of desperation by families for financial,
yeah.
because you said that maybe that flight belongs to a Jewish Israeli that is,
Yeah, he's
basically,
Estonian. The name of the company is Al Majid,
yes. So
Almagj.
they're exploiting these people because they're desperate. And then if you look at the way this thing is going, you know, I feel South Africa must show compassion, but it must follow its immigration laws as well to
Yeah.
protect national interest. But it's obvious that the Jews are making money out of it, out of this, and the end game is to rid the whole of Gaza and the West Bank of Palestinians at the expense of countries that are not expecting them.
Yeah. And the name of the company in South Africa that's taking it is called The Gift of the Givers. He took these people in October, a bunch of illegals, and he said he was tipped off that more are coming. I'm pretty sure somebody's paying him to take care because he's going to take care of the 130 who come in too. He said he tried to let the government know, but they didn't know. Come on, Afabi. He said it didn't get to the government because that's a big story. So either the government knew and is complicit, or they're hiding it from the government, or the South African channels of communication towards immigration and everything are that bad. But I have a feeling that this NGO is probably getting paid big money to take these people because Israel needs somewhere to throw the Palestinians. They say we need these dirty people
I
out of their
feel
country.
I feel South Africa should take it upon themselves to uncover
Yeah,
who organized the flight and whether
yeah.
rules were
And
broken.
the flight left from Israel, so that means that the Palestinians are bringing people into Israel and saying we'll we'll kick you out, and then they collect money from them. Can you imagine? These are poor people, $2,000. So it means that you have to bribe people so that you don't die in your country, and then they will send you out of your country and they'll live there. This is ethnic cleansing. What do you think on the fact that Israel is using South Africa and other countries to clear out Palestinians? So therefore, they win because what their whole goal is to take the land. So Alex, remember, what if? Can you imagine if white South Africans were killing black South Africans, and then all the black South Africans have to enter an airplane and they have to go live in Kenya and they can never come back to South Africa? Then all of South Africa will be white. That's what the Israelis are doing to the
Yeah.
Palestinians. They're killing them and send them to other countries. Then one day the whole country will, that whole area will be Israel. What are your thoughts, Mister not worry, Saeed?
Yeah, I quite agree with what you said. And what to follow up with what Alex said, I think somebody is definitely benefiting from this whole travel scam and what is actually going on. Because if there is nobody benefiting, the process, we all know how we African process normally takes time. Look at how the whole thing is moving from even president already commented on it. You should know that definitely this is a kind of like a big scam. And like you said,
there appears to be a hidden agenda here. There's a quiet effort
yep,
to depopulate Gaza and the West Bank. So people believe that there are actors that want Palestinians moved out permanently to weaken their presence in their homeland.
Yeah,
Secondly,
and
there are middlemen that are organizing this movement and are making profit from it. And so the
of course.
NGOs too have to be scrutinized because
Yep.
humanitarian groups involved appears to have a major influence. And that raises some concern about whether it is shaping foreign policy. That's what I
yeah,
see. And
here's another thing.
go
Oh, go
ahead.
ahead.
And the
Continue.
displacement appears to disguise as rescue. The displacement appears to disguise as rescue.
That is all about the displacement. So, Alex, consider this. What if their plan, and Elon Musk may be behind this, is to flood South Africa with like 500,000 people from Palestine? That's going to put more pressure on the South African economy. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's a double thing. They kill off these people, take them from their land. Then rather than send them to America and Europe, where they're supposed to send them, where they can become economically sound, they'll send them to Africa. So it's like dumping your waste in
There'll be
Africa.
pressure on public services.
But at the same time, the U.S. is
services.
taking white South Africans. The U.S. is taking white South Africans and bringing them into South Africa. Maybe their plan is to take them all out and then pump all of this. So my thing is that this is all human trafficking, and it has political and economic effects on Africa. What do you